a substance in a cushion. The change of color is likely, and a difference, a very little difference, is prepared. Sugar is not a vegetable. Callous is something that hardening leaves behind what will be soft if there is a genuine interest in there being present as many girls as men. Does this change? It shows that dirt is clean when there is a volume. A cushion has that cover. Supposing you do not like to change, supposing it is very clean, that there is no change in appearance, supposing that there is regularity and a costume, is that any the worse than an oyster in an exchange? Come to season that there is any extreme use in feather and cotton? Is there not much more joy in a table, and more chairs, and very likely roundness, and a place to put them? A circle of fine cardboard and a chance to see a tassel. What is the use of a violent kind of delightfulness if there is no pleasure in not getting tired of it? The question does not come before there is a quotation. In any kind of place, there is a top to covering, and it is a pleasure at any rate. There is some venturing in refusing to believe nonsense. It shows what use there is in a whole piece if one uses it, and it is extreme, and very likely the little things could be dearer, but in any case there is a bargain, and if there is, the best thing to do is to take it away and wear it, and then be reckless, and resolved on returning gratitude. Light blue and the same red with purple makes a change. It shows that there is no mistake. Any pink shows that, and very likely it is reasonable. Very likely there should not be a finer fancy present. Some increase means a calamity, and this is the best preparation for three and more being together. A little calm is so ordinary, and in any case there is sweetness, and some of that. A seal and matches, and a swan and ivy in a suit. A closet. A closet does not connect under the bed. The band of it is white and black. The band has a green string. A sight, a whole sight, and a little groan grinding makes a trimming, such a sweet singing trimming, and a red thing, not a round thing, but a white thing, a red thing and a white thing. The disgrace is not carelessness, nor even in sewing it comes out of the way. What is the sash like? The sash is not like anything mustard. It is not like a same thing that has stripes. It is not even more hurt than that. It has a little top. A piece of coffee, more of double. A place in no new table. A single image is not splendor, dirty as yellow. A sign of more and not mentioned. A piece of coffee is not a detainer. The resemblance to yellow is dirtier and distincter. The clean mixture is whiter and not coal color, never more coal color than altogether. The sight of a reason, the same sight slighter, the sight of a simpler negative answer, the same sore sounder, the intention to wishing, the same splendor, the same furniture. The time to show a message is when too late and later there is no hanging in a blight. A not torn rosewood color. If it is not dangerous, then a pleasure, and more than any other, if it is cheap, it is not cheaper. The amusing side is that the sooner there are no fewer, the more certain is the necessity dwindled. Supposing that the case contained rosewood and a color. Supposing that there was no reason for distress, and more likely for a number. Supposing that there was no astonishment. It is not necessary to mingle astonishment. The settling of station and cleaning is one way not to shatter, scatter, and scatter. The one way to use custom is to use soap and silk for cleaning. The one way to see cotton is to have the design concentrating the illusion and the illustration. The perfect way is to accustom the thing to have a lining and the perfect shape of a ribbon, and to be solid, quite solid in standing, and to use heaviness in mourning. It is light enough in that. It has that shape nicely. Very nicely may not be exaggerating. Very strongly may be sincerely fainting, may be strangely flattering, may not be strange in everything, may not be strange too. A large box is handily made of what is necessary to replace any substance. Suppose an example is necessary. The plainer it is made, the more reason there is for some outward recognition that there is a result. A box is sometimes, and then to see to it neatly, and to have the hole stopped up makes it necessary to use paper. A custom which is necessary when a box is used and taken is that a large part of the time there are three which have different connections. The one is on the table. The 2 are on the table. The 3 are on the table. The one is the same length, that is shown by the covering being longer. The other is different, that there is more cover that shows it. The other is different, and that makes the covers have the same shade. The 8 are in singular arrangement to make 4 necessary. Lax, to have corners, to be lighter than some weight, to indicate a wedding journey, to last brown and not curious, to be wealthy. Cigarettes are established by length and by doubling. Left open, to be left pounded, to be left closed, to be circulating in summer and winter, and sick color that is gray, that is not dusty and red shows. To be sure, cigarettes do measure an empty length sooner than a choice in color. Winged. To be winged means that white is yellow, and pieces that are brown are dust color if dust is washed off. Then it is choice, that is to say, it is fitting cigarettes sooner than paper. An increase. Why is an increase idle? Why is silver cloister? Why is the spark brighter? If it is brighter, is there any result? Hardly more than ever. A blue coat. A blue coat is guided away, guided and guided away. That is the particular color that is used for that length, and not any width, not even more than a shadow. A piano. If the speed is open, if the color is careless, if the selection of a strong scent is not awkward, if the button holder is held by all the waving color and there is no color, not any color, if there is no dirt in a pin and there can be none scarcely, if there is not, then the place is the same as upstanding. This is no dark custom, and it even is not acted in any such a way that a restraint is not spread. That is spread, it shuts and lifts, and awkwardly, not awkwardly, the center is in standing. A chair. A widow in a wise veil and more garments shows that shadows are even. It addresses no more. It shadows the stage in learning. A regular arrangement, the severest and most preserved, is that which has the arrangement not more than always authorized. A suitable establishment, well housed, practical, patient in staring. A suitable bedding, very suitable and not more particularly than complaining. Anything suitable is so necessary. A fact is that when the direction is just like that, no more, longer, sudden, and at the same time not any sofa, the main action is that without a blaming there is no custody. Practice measurement. Practice the sign that really means a necessary portrayal in showing that there is wearing. Hope. What is a spectacle? A spectacle is the resemblance between the circular side place and nothing else. Nothing else. To choose it is ended. It is actual, and more than that, it certainly has the same treat, and a seat all that is practiced, and more easily, much more easily ordinarily. Pick a barn, a whole barn, and bend more slender accents than have ever been necessary, shine in the darkness necessarily. Actually not aching, that stubborn bloom is so artificial, and even more than that, it is a spectacle, it is a binding accident, it is animosity and accentuation. If the chance to dirty diminishing is necessary, if it is, why is there no complexion? Why is there no rubbing? Why is there no special protection? Object. Within the cut and slender joint alone, with sudden equals and no more than 3, 2 in the center make 2 one side. If the elbow is long and it is filled, so then the best example is altogether. The kind of show is made by squeezing. Careless water. No cup is broken in more places and mended. That is to say, a plate is broken, and mending does do that it shows that culture is Japanese. It shows the whole element of angels and orders. It does more to choosing, and it does more to that ministering counting. It does change in more watering. Supposing a single piece is a hair, supposing more of them are orderly, does that show that strength? Does that show that joint? Does that show that balloon famously? Does it? A petticoat. A light white, a disgrace, an ink spot, a rosy charm, a waist. A star glad, a single frantic ceremony, a single financial grass greediness. Object that is in wood. Hold the pine, hold the dark, hold in the rush, make the bottom. A piece of crystal, a change. In a change that is remarkable, there is no reason to say that there was a time. A woolen object gilded. A country climb is the best disgrace. A couple of practices, any of them in order, is so left. Red roses. A cool red rose and a pink cut pink, a collapse in a souled hole, a little less hot. A table. A table means, does it not, my dear? It means a whole steadiness. It is likely that a change. A table means more than a glass, even a looking glass is tall. A table means necessary places and a revision of a little thing. It does mean that there has been a stand where it did shake. Suppose an eyes. Suppose it is within a gate which is open at the hour of closing summer, that is to say, it is so. All the seats are needing blackening. A white dress is in sign. A soldier, a real soldier, has worn lace, of different sizes, that is to say, if he can read. If he can read, he has the size to show shutting up 24. Go red, laugh white. Suppose a collapse in rubbed purget. Little sails ladies, little saddles of mutton, little sails of leather, and such beautiful. A shawl. A shawl is a hat and a hurt and a red balloon and an undercoat and a sizer of talks. A shawl is a wedding, a piece of wax, a little build, a shawl. Pick a ticket, pick it in strange steps and with hollows. There is a hollow belt, a belt is a shawl. A plate that has a little bauble, all of them, any so, whose around it is ticket. It was a mistake to state that a laugh and a lip and a laid climb and a depot and a cultivator and a little choosing is appointed. It was black took, black ink best wheel bale brown, excellent not a hull house, not a pea soup, no bill, no care, no precise, no past, pearl goat. This is the dress, Ader. Ader, why, whoa, stop touch, Ader, whoa, Ader, stop the munchers. A jack into killer, a jack in, makes a meadowed king, makes a palette.